Life. Life is for me. Life is. Six. Like this, six, like this. Like this. Now you're one. 61. And then right. 6 is like this, like this. You're 2. 6 to 62. Right. Like this, that's it.
This video is so heartbreaking to watch for me as a mother. This is a woman here, a teacher named Stella Nwadigo of Christ Methodist School in Ikorodu, Lagos, Nigeria, hitting a 3-year-old pupil while asking him to write number 6, and from 6 they moved on to 61, 62, and on like that. And she kept on hitting this child, and a lot of people, including me, think that this is abuse, even though some are trying to argue it, that unfortunately this is how many of us were raised by our African parents, who thought that they were doing this out of love in a bid to correct us, to make us turn out right in life, that it is discipline. For me, this is not discipline. If it is aggressive, if it is reactional, it is not discipline. Come to think of it, how will this child even write well? How will his brain be coordinated when you are harassing him, abusing him, hitting him? He's tensed already, he's scared. And I also think this is a case of transferred aggression. Probably this woman is frustrated. We know that the country is hard. A lot of things are going on. But as much as possible, especially if you are a teacher, you really need to exercise a great deal of self-control. Because I find this really heartbreaking, hitting this 3-year-old child. If not for the way that the world is, a 3-year-old child is still supposed to be under the loving arms of his parents, at home, chilling, not putting on school uniform to come and be writing. And the fact that many people were raised like this by their African parents does not justify it. And the world is changing. We cannot keep hitting children like this, abusing them, being too harsh towards them, and say that this is a positive thing. There is nothing positive about this at all. This woman has now been arrested, and she claims that this boy, he's a child. But the concern here is that if you can hit your own child like this, how much more other children? It scares me as a parent to think that I'll send my child to school only for my child to receive this kind of treatment from the teacher. The Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child. That means the Bible admonishes us to discipline our children, to correct them, to chastise them, but not in this manner. And to think that this boy has not even done anything wrong here. You're only teaching him how to write. And if you think that he is not getting it, there are other ways to teach him, not by hitting him. He hasn't done anything wrong to warrant this treatment. A lot of people in Africa believe that you must beat, right? Even if whatever the child has done warrants beating, you should still not beat out of aggression. You should still not beat in reaction to the offense that the child has committed. Otherwise, you will inflict physical injury on the child. In fact, there are times that we don't always have to bring out the cane and beat and hit and slap before we can correct these children. Because if we keep doing this, they also will not know of a better way to discipline their children by the time they start having children. And this is one problem that is going on in the world today. You were raised in a particular way or in a home where you were subjected to beating, to hitting, to slapping and kicking anytime you do something wrong. And now that you have grown up to become a parent, you don't know of any other way. I get some of these comments a lot, from my followers anytime I make videos about children, raising children, parenting, and so on. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know what I've been doing was wrong, and it is just because I was also raised that way. These children even grow up to become hardened. Sometimes they do these things and they believe that after all, you're gonna beat them. So they become hardened. I know that every parent's parenting style is up to them. They know what works best for them based on the personality of the children that they have. But whether you choose gentle parenting or strict parenting, we should be able to draw the line between discipline and abuse. Yes, we can do better as parents, right? As teachers, we can even do so much more, right? In being careful. Whether this is a child or not, I don't even want to dwell on that. The fact is that you don't treat children like this. You don't harass people, children or adults alike. She's not the only one that is guilty of this. So many people are guilty of this. And this kind of behavior has unfortunately been normalized by a lot of people. It is just that she happened to be caught on camera. If we go to so many schools, we will see teachers inflicting pain, hitting and kicking in this manner. It is so heartbreaking, and we need to do better. And for school owners, I think that they need to give orientation to teachers. The government also has to do better, regulate school activities and so on, provide trainings for teachers. School owners should check the mental state of teachers, because they are human beings too, and they go through stuff, hard times from time to time, right? Check their mental states. Make sure that they are in the right state of mind and watch their activities. Some schools go as far as putting cameras in classes, because when the chips are down, it is not only the teacher that will go for it. The owner of the school will go for it. The school will probably be closed down and you will lose your revenue. You will lose all your pupils or students, Let us do better as a people. Know the difference between discipline, correcting, and abuse. May God have mercy on us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share your comments with me in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about this issue? And please subscribe to my channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady, and on this channel I inspire you to live intentionally. I'll come your way again by God's grace. Until then, be intentional. Bye.